What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel Money Moves with Kay. I am Kay, and today we're going to talk about secret auction websites to buy cheap grain silos that you can live in. Yes, you can live in a grain silo if you convert it well enough. Now I know already my audience is looking at me like I am crazy because first of all, you may not know what a grain silo is if you don't have a farm or you haven't been around a farm ever. And also you're trying to figure out, how does this look? Make sure you stick around to the very end of the video where I will discuss how you can do this, okay? But first, I want to show you where to find them, okay? So the very first website I'm going to go over is a website called BigIronAuctions.com. So BigIronAuctions.com is an online auction website. You can purchase these grain silos, but let me back it up. What is a grain silo? So a grain silo is used to store grain. A lot of farmers use it in agriculture, of course, to prevent or help prevent grain spoilage, okay? So keep that in mind. So we have a couple of them, right? So these are pretty far away, meaning like, let's click this one. The bid is not so immediate. Let's see, November 26th. So it has no bids right now, but you can purchase this grain silo and convert it. Make sure you stick around with me to the end of the video. I will show you some conversions that people have already done. So I'm not just making this up. This is a real thing, okay? So we don't have the price here yet, but this is mainly probably because it is farther off, right? And many people don't know about this website. So I'm bringing you some new. So keep that in mind, okay? Let me go back. I think a lot of these have not, it's coming soon, so it won't have a price just yet. A lot of these are coming soon, and you do want the grain silos to look like this, where it touches or meets the ground. Keep in mind too, with a grain silo, I know a lot of you are looking like, well, how can I use that? Like, doesn't it leak? It can. That is probably a downside to a grain silo, is rust, right? And also leaking, right? So leaking. So any holes or patches or anything can damage the structure as far as the integrity of your structure, especially if you're trying to convert this into a home. So you do need to make sure the rust is maintained and under control, little if none at all. So you do need to inspect. Like with anything I say on this channel, make sure that you do your due diligence, because in this case as well, you will need to do a lot of due diligence and know exactly what you're looking for in order to purchase a stable grain silo in order to convert into a living space. So this one does have, oh, by the way, this is auctiontime.com. This is auctiontime.com. So go to auctiontime.com. and you can click in the search engine, grain silo, and it'll pull up here. And these are some auctions that are currently available, right? So this one is in North Dakota. It has one picture. You can see. Now, you do want to make sure, I think I did another video. I did another video on mobile offices, right? And a lot of folks in the comments were saying, like, make sure you check what was stored in them, okay? We know that these are used for grains, but just ensure that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into as far as the storage, what could be stored in here. And farmers, anybody in the agriculture industry, make sure you comment below and tell me what else can this be used for? Is it only for grain, or is it other things? Because if it's other things to store, then somebody needs to know what is stored in these grain silos so they don't buy something and they could be highly allergic, right? So keep that in mind as well. But of course you would clean it out, and you will also need to take into consideration transporting this, right? So you are buying the structure, right? So also look at the terms and conditions. You want to make sure you know, are there any premiums to bid on this website? Everything you need to know. It says we accept wire transfers only, no checks of any kind. Okay. Get as much information as possible from these websites. And of course, like I always say, do your due diligence, okay? So it gives the auctioneer, and this may be problematic if you're nowhere near North Dakota and you decide that you want to bid on this. But check this out. This bid was only $100, right? So of course nobody has bid on this yet. However, in the event that you are, this 27 days away, so a lot of days left, right? And this is the starting bid. We know that. That's the starting bid. And it looks like the same person. Let me see if the same person, Kindred, North Dakota. It could be the same person selling all of them. Just double check and make sure, because they may have a farm and they have multiple grain silos they would like to sell. So this is an online auction, okay? So once again, auctiontime.com. Let me go back to recap the websites I've already gone over. Big Iron Auctions or bigiron.com. That's one website. The second website is auctiontime.com. And the third website is Equipment Facts. Equipmentfacts.com. Now you can kind of see that this overlaps. You see these 3 or 4. Let me see if this is in Kindred, North Dakota. This overlaps with the other website. And a lot of auction websites do that. I've noticed that for sure. And I know one of them had, let me go back real quick. This is equipmentfacts.com. There was one that had one in Clinton, North Carolina. I may not have included it on here just yet. However, all right, back to Equipment Facts. Okay, cool. So Equipment Facts has, looks like the same inventory as Auction Time. So keep that in mind. A lot of times these auction websites will be owned by one company and you're just going to a different website to find the information. All right. So this is nothing new. It pretty much just seems like they're all in Kindred, North Dakota. And there were some some in-person auctions as well. I just do not have them here because I think I deleted it and I don't want to waste time and try to find it. So I did give you, let's just say, 2 websites. We have Auction Time and Equipment Facts, pretty much similar inventory. And then I gave you bigiron.com. But if you stuck around to this particular point in the video, I do want to show you how in the world can you convert this into a living space. So let's do it. This is, I think it's an Airbnb in Texas. And this is it, right? This is phenomenal. This is a grain silo. What did they do? They converted it. They actually added, looks like a front porch, and it looks phenomenal. Let's check out some pictures and talk about vision, because anytime I post some of these videos and I'm kind of left field with the opportunity or information I'm pushing to you guys, I want you, and you can see as I'm talking, these pictures look phenomenal. This is this is creativity to the max. They have a shower. They have washer and dryer, a stackable. They have stairs, right? And you can classify this as an experience, right? This no longer just is a home. This is an experience. Who can say they've stayed at a grain silo, right? Or live in a grain silo. Some people may live, I do believe they're using it as an Airbnb. However, this is phenomenal. They have a bedroom, looks like upstairs. It's creative. It's efficient to me. It's one structure. It's just a circular structure. It is a beautiful site. You're on a farm. You see the farm animals. This is the structure here. They have a pond. They also have llamas on the site as well, which is more, here we go, more towards the experience. It's incredible. So you have to have a vision. Other people may not see your vision, but you have something in mind that you can convert, especially if you already have. If you're a farmer, you already have these on your farm or your land. Why not use it and utilize it in order to make some extra income, right? This is fantastic. So that's one. Here's another one. This is a grain silo. I'm not necessarily sure where this is, but I do want to show you the exterior first, the outside. This is the grain silo. Okay, grain silo. Now, as you can see, their windows look a little different, which is fine. You can carve that out when you create your plan for your grain silo. But let's check out what they have inside. Guys, this is, I really don't care how you slice it. This is beautiful. This is creative. This is a living room space, it appears, because I do see a TV, see a TV stand and a couch. Okay, they're welcoming guests. This was a guest house. So this was, wow, look at the flooring. This was specifically a guest house. So they have the shower here. They have sink, a toilet, a place for your towels and storage. They've utilized, it looks like upstairs, because this is the roof. I've noticed on all of the grain silos, they look like this. I've actually never been inside of a grain silo. So farmers, people who have farms or land or have been in a grain silo before, tell me if all the roof looks like this. So on the last picture, the last slides or website that I went to, I saw that it kind of had like a wooden roof. I don't know if that's wood or not. It could still be a different type of material, but let me know. I'm curious because I see the same pattern in the last pictures that I showed you guys. Okay, they utilize it for 1, 2 beds, and this looks like either a full or queen. It looks like a full bed, but they included some walls, right? So a separation of space, right? And that's important when you have a circular structure. Guys, this is a gold mine only because a couple things. You can purchase a grain silo for a very affordable price. I just showed you at least 2 websites that gave you options, right, to purchase as low as starting bid, as low as $100. And also to renovate it, yes, that's going to be costly, right? However, if you are doing Airbnb, if you're not interested in Airbnb, you just say, I want to live in myself and be debt free, especially in this economy. This could be a great idea for you. And you may just have it to where you have a piece of land and you place this grain silo on the land and build from there with a solid foundation, of course. I'm going to look at the foundation on this. Looks like a concrete slab, potentially. I don't know. But keep that in mind, guys. This is definitely a good idea. But make sure you check zoning. Make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you buy a decent grain silo in order to convert it, because you don't want rust to be on your structure and then you have, holes everywhere in your roof and everything like that. So keep that in mind. That's the end of my video. I really did want to bring you something new and interesting so that you can open your eyes and your mind and follow your vision, guys. Whatever you see, you can put your mind to it and you can do it yourself, but it does take some sweat equity, right? So you have to get in there and kind of sweat it out in order to see your vision come to life. All right. If you made this far in the video, thank you so very much. I truly do appreciate it. In the comment section, put auction. It allows me to know you made it this far in the video, and I truly do appreciate it. Until next time, guys, you stay blessed. Peace.